I'm sure we've all had that experience of someone telling us they're going to do something, but they never really do. They just keep making excuses and pushing it further and further down the line until you eventually forget about it or you just die of old age. Well, that's what I've been doing to a lot of you for about a year now. And today I'm finally putting a stop to it. I've been listening and just making the conscious decision to not do what you've been asking me, but I'm done with my rebellious stage now. I'll play ball, I'll play along. So, what am I talking about? I'm sure you've noticed, over the last year or so, I've slowly built up this room until it's resembled this fucking 16 chapel I'm in right now. And a lot of people have been asking me to, like, do a little room tour because they thought it was cool as I was slowly adding things in here like it was a goddamn Sims character's room. And I just kept saying, oh yeah, I'll eventually do that once I get this or that. Oh, I'll do it, in like a week or two once I find the Tesseract or the Allspark and put it in here in a display case and this and that. Just always making up excuses and pushing it further down the line. And one of the biggest complaints that came from this is when I originally had the Godslap poster behind me, the previous one before this new one, it eventually slipped out of the frame and was like hanging down, and it was really mismatched and uneven for like 2 months. And people blew a gasket. They were having a conniption, begging me to fix it, but all I kept saying is, oh, I don't need to fix it, I'm getting a new frame soon. And that went on for months. I was leading you on like your crush who wasn't reciprocating your feelings but was still just pretending to, knowing full well that the frame wasn't in production or anything until very recently. The point is, a lot of people have been asking me to show off this room that I've been building for quite some time, and today I'm finally going to do that. I mean, shit, the whole point in me switching rooms in the first place was because this one's a little bit bigger, so I had more space to play with, and I've just been really slow to do that. I'll also go ahead and quickly answer the question people also ask of what did I do with the other room. I just mainly use it for storage now. So when you first step foot in my dojo, my domain, you'll see this Godslap frame on the floor because I haven't decided where I want to hang it. I have been framing more shit than a supervillain in an old 90s noir cartoon. I have become obsessed with framing things I like, and of course I love Godslap. It's our comic series. Issue 3 just dropped. Here's a little shameless plug for that. So that's the first thing you'll see when you come in. Then you walk past my dog tent here, which has a motion-activated booby trap, which is a talking toy that just spouts the scariest shit in the middle of the night, saying things like, I found you, I see you, and the one you just heard, oh no, that kind of shit. It's literally like a jump scare device, but not for my dogs, just for me in the middle of the night. That's where Kata usually sleeps, and she gets to sleep right next to this beautiful collection of Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Everything is first edition. I even bought a display case to show off even more cards and make it look absolutely beautiful, just drop dead gorgeous. So the framed cards behind it were complete sets like Legend of Blue Eyes First Edition. Here's all the collector's rares, OST packs, Turbo Pack, Astral Pack. Those with a keen eye will also notice the original tournament pack cards there, the Mechanical Chaser, Needleworm, Morphing Jar. Then there's the 1998 Bandai set of Yu-Gi-Oh cards, including that original Mirror Force. There's my Dual Night Championship trophy that I won in a tournament with Team Samurai, where I absolutely popped the fuck off and slapped everyone around. And then just more beautiful cards that I really like. So a lot of Dark Magicians, a lot of Blue Eyes. Here's some boxes that I opened, including a Legend of Blue Eyes First Edition box. And those binders there contain every single Yu-Gi-Oh card ever printed in ultra rare and above. Now before showing you more of this holy sanctuary, I would like to take a quick break to talk about today's video sponsor, Rocket Money. Big thanks to Rocket Money for sponsoring today's video. I imagine most of you don't even realize how many subscriptions you have right now, since everything in the world has a subscription service, and that was the case for me as well, and that's where Rocket Money comes in. Rocket Money is an all-in-one platform that allows you to save more and spend less. Their finance app allows you to manage your subscriptions, lower your bills, set custom budgets, and also grow your savings all in one place. I'm using Rocket Money to help manage my subscriptions since there's so many that are out there now. Sometimes I lose track on which ones I'm still actively paying for things that I don't use, and Rocket Money has helped me identify those and cancel those subscriptions. So if you're interested in Rocket Money, you can go to rocketmoney.com/moist or click the link in the description below to get started for free or unlock additional features when signing up for premium. That's rocketmoney.com/moist to get started for free. Here's some shelves that I filled with items that are important to me. So there you can see the Mummy Collector DVD set, which is Mummy 1 and 2 right there, my two favorite movies. Then, of course, I have the Streamer Awards Variety Streamer of the Year winner trophy. These are anime that I absolutely loved growing up or currently do love. And then here's all of my favorite albums from when I was young. So you're gonna Hybrid Theory is my favorite album of all time, but you're gonna see some fucking bangers in here. So you got Deftones, White Pony, fucking Thousand Foot Crutch, Tool, Cybreed, Soilwork. Like it's all the bangers. Boner jams on top of boner jams. And then these are my favorite cartoons growing up. So like Courage the Cowardly Dog, Avatar, Invader Zim, all of that. Just a lot of good nostalgic things that I'd like to fill this shelf with. Right next to that, I have this frame filled with every Starlight rare for Yu-Gi-Oh! Ever printed. Underneath that is every Ghost rare from Yu-Gi-Oh! Ever printed, including the Error Ghost rares like the Rainbow Dragon. And then underneath that, I have the entire Gold Star Pokemon set, and of course a Shining Charizard, which I didn't want graded, but the only one available was a graded one. I think grading cards is a fucking scam. That's my hot take for this video. I think that shit is worthless, unless you're trying to like buy and sell the cards, but with anything aside from that, don't even bother fucking grading them. But yeah, here's all my Gold Star Pokemon cards I've collected over the years. And then here's full sets. So here's the entire Team Rocket set. Most of these I pulled myself from first edition boxes a couple years ago. Next to that, we have probably my favorite set. This is all first edition Neo Genesis cards. A lot of these I pulled myself as well. Here's all first edition Jungle cards. I got a fucking 1,000 Snorlaxes there, all first ed. All holos, of course. So the main goal with my Pokemon collecting was I wanted to get every single card that's ever been printed in first edition, which is only the first 11 sets when Wizards of the Coast had it, and then they eventually stopped doing first eds. But I just love first edition cards in general, so I wanted to collect all of those, and then I eventually added the Gold Star to that list that I wanted to finish the collection of because I already collected a few of those from when I was younger. So that's kind of the gist of my Pokemon collection. These are all of those first edition sets fully completed. So there you can see like the Shining Gyarados and everything like that. Next to that you can see the Shining Mewtwo, Shining Tyranitar, Shining Raichu. All wonderful cards, a great set. And then next to that is just some miscellaneous cards from when I was a kid. So like the Ancient Mew and some other sentimental priceless treasure that I collected from when I was a young boy. I completed my Pokemon collection, so I don't currently still collect them. I do with Yu-Gi-Oh!, but my Pokemon one I consider completed, so I beat that addiction to Pokemon cards. Here's my base set first edition Pokemon cards. These are the holy grail of Pokemon collecting. I think they're absolutely beautiful, so I got a great frame for those. Right atop my G Fuel fridges, which are filled with Divine Peach. Next to that, I have these shadow boxes for my favorite pieces of merch that we've made. So the Moist hoodie, the Moist Esports track jacket, and the Moist Esports jersey. All of these go so fucking hard. I swear to God, wearing that merch feels better than wearing my own fucking skin. And then there's this stunning piece here, this Moist Global light up sign that was made by a company called Brynix Solutions. And really, this whole room is just kind of a museum of shit that's important to me. And I've got this whole motherfucker RGB gamer lighted out of the wazoo here, so everything's got like lights on it. It looks like you're in a fucking spaceship that's piloted by the biggest nerd in the cosmos. These shelves are like a little shrine I made for my favorite video games and video game consoles. Unfortunately, a lot of my favorite games and all of the things that I used to play growing up, I traded into GameStop like 10 years ago. Which was like literally 1,000 games and countless memories, all of which went to GameStop's cum dumpster and they gave me $15 in return for all of it or something. That screwdriver there isn't like an homage to Tommy Pickles or anything, I just forgot it there after building something. But yeah, it's kind of the whole video game shrine. Here's my PC, it's of course a Starforge. It's on top of these shelves, which just kind of house a bunch of cords that I might need at some point, so I just put them all in there. This is my battle station, my little gamer zone. It's a pretty standard 3-monitor setup, nothing too wild and wacky about that. I used to only use 1 monitor, then I graduated to 2, but then I really fucking saw the light with 3 after a buddy of mine convinced me that it was worth it. So I realized that up until I got that 3rd monitor, I was granny shifting, not double clutching like I should. Yeah, it's lucky I didn't blow the fucking welds off the intake. And then that's my water glass, which is the most generic chalice of all time. I'm pretty sure everyone watching this probably drinks from the exact same glass, because it seems like that's the most common fucking thing in the world. Also, I just noticed there's a bit of a leak here, but I don't feel like re-recording it, so I'll just go ahead and call attention to it, and this will be how I announce it, I guess. That top monitor is actually the cover to another comic series I've been working on for the last year called Plague Seeker. So that'll be coming out later this year. And now we get to the stuff you see behind me in every video. So these are the YouTube play buttons, as well as that slippery when wet sign that my dad made, which I think was absolutely adorable. This is a nice little fireplace shelf unit that I haven't really used yet. I haven't decided what to put there. And then here's the new God Slap poster display and comic book display. This bad boy replaced the previous posters, which a lot of people called attention to for being uneven. So now you can rejoice and sleep easy knowing that that's no longer a problem. Yeah, so that's the whole room so far. I do still plan on adding quite a bit to it until every goddamn inch of this room has something on it that means something to me. I've become really into like decorating this room. So yeah, but maybe I'll do another room tour in like another year. But anyway, that's about it. So yeah.